This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Ghimire with the news, the headlines first. Ruling parties agreed to unveil government's common minimum program within 5 days. Home Ministry directs security officials to take departmental permission before meeting heads of diplomatic missions and political leadership. Rashtra Bank directs 25 banks to return 4.67 billion rupees to borrowers. Tamu Lochar festival being celebrated as the start of the new year by the Tamu community. And Brazilian footballing icon Pelé passes away at the age of 82. Now the news in detail. President Vidyadevi Bhandari has extended best wishes to all Nepalese on the occasion of the Tamu Lochar festival. In the message of best wishes today, President Bhandari believed that the festival would foster mutual help and unity. She wished that the Tamu Lochar would inspire all for building a cultured, civilized and prosperous nation. President Bhandari also wished peace and good health to all Nepalese on the occasion. Likewise, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has said that unity and harmony in diversity are exemplary cultural practices of Nepal. Giving his best wishes on the occasion of Tamu Lochar festival, Dahal believed that the festival would further strengthen harmony among all Nepalese. He wished peace, prosperity, good health and longevity to all Nepalese living in the country and abroad. The Tamu Lochar festival is celebrated with fanfare in places especially Lamjung, Gorkha, Tanau, Manang, Kaski and Parbat districts of Nepal by the Tamu Gurung community as a New Year's Day. According to the Tamu calendar, this year is the year of the cat. The major ruling parties have expressed commitment to work as per the people's aspiration, formulating the common minimum program of the government. A meeting of the ruling coalition held at Prime Minister's residence in Balwatar yesterday formed a task force with CPN-UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli as its coordinator to formulate the common minimum program. The task force will have one member each from the ruling coalition partners. Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister Ravi Lamechhane said the task force would prepare the common minimum program within 5 days. According to the Home Minister, the discussions were held in yesterday's meeting with the intent that some new works had to be initiated since the government was formed to address the people's expectations. The Home Minister said that the next meeting of the ruling parties would be held on Friday, that is today. The Ministry of Home Affairs has directed the officials of the security bodies to take departmental permission before meeting the heads of diplomatic missions and political party leadership. The ministry, through a note yesterday, issued a directive to the concerned organization chiefs for conducting such meetings only after taking departmental approval as well as by ensuring its effective implementation and monitoring. The ministry stated that it was issuing the directive as it got information that several security bodies officials were engaged in various meetings beyond their duties and responsibilities. The CPN-UML has picked Devendra Dahal as its parliamentary party leader in the National Assembly. UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli nominated Dahal as the parliamentary party leader in line with UML's federal parliamentary party statute. Earlier, Khimlal Bhattrai was the parliamentary party leader of UML in the National Assembly. The post remained vacant after Bhattrai tendered his resignation. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Physical Infrastructure and Transport, Narayan Kaji Shrestha, has pledged to address the problems seen in the country's transport sector. During a meeting with a delegation representing transport entrepreneurs yesterday, Minister Shrestha urged them to deliver people-oriented services. U.S. Ambassador to Nepal, Dean R. Thompson, yesterday paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda. The Secretariat of the Prime Minister said Prime Minister Dahal and Ambassador Thompson discussed matters of bilateral interest during the meeting held at Balwatar. On the occasion, the U.S. Ambassador congratulated Prime Minister Dahal on his appointment as the Prime Minister of Nepal. Newly elected 109 members of the Bagmati Province Assembly took the oath of office and secrecy yesterday. The Province Assembly's senior-most member, Ramprasad Dhungana, administered the oath to them amid a ceremony at the office of the Province Assembly Chief in Hetaura. Likewise, the newly elected members of Gandaki Province Assembly also took the oath of office and secrecy yesterday. Senior-most member of the Assembly, Mitralal Bashel, administered the oath to other members. Province Chief Prithvi Man Gurung has summoned a session of the Province Assembly for coming January 2nd. 25 commercial banks which charged premium from their borrowers against the agreement have been mandated by the Nepal Rashtra Bank to return 4.67 billion rupees to the second party. Nepal Rashtra Bank directed the banks to return the amount after they charged additional interest from the debtors against the agreement during the loan disbursement. They agreed to return the overcharged amount after the central bank threatened not to accept their audit reports in case of the violation of the rules. According to the Nepal Rashtra Bank's spokesperson, Gunakar Bhatta, the banks have been instructed to refund the amount they charged additionally from their clients. Newly appointed Attorney General Dr. Dinmani Pokhrel took the oath of office and secrecy yesterday. Acting Chief Justice Hari Krishna Karki administered oath to Pokhrel amid a ceremony at the office of the President in Sital Niwas. President Bidyadevi Bhandari and Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dal Prachanda were present in the oath-taking ceremony. President Bhandari on Wednesday appointed Dr. Pokhrel as the Attorney General on the recommendation of Prime Minister Dahal. Nepal-India battalion-level joint training exercise named Surya Kiran that kicked off at the Nepal Army Battle School at Saljhandi of Rupandehi district on December 18 concluded yesterday. According to the Nepali Army Directorate of Public Relations and Information, Nepali Army Chief of General Staff Saroj Pratap Rana announced the completion of the training. The exercise focused on search, rescue efforts and healthcare during the disaster management period, counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. On to some international updates now. Brazilian football legend Pelé, arguably the greatest player ever, has died at the age of 82. He is credited with scoring a world record 1,281 goals in 1,363 appearances during a 21-year career, including 77 goals in 92 matches for his country. The only player to win the World Cup 3 times, lifting the trophy in 1958, 1962 and 1970. Pelé was named FIFA's Player of the Century in the year 2000. He had been suffering with kidney and prostate problems in recent years. Pelé had surgery to remove a tumor from his colon in September 2021 at the Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo, Brazil, after the tumor was detected in routine tests. He was readmitted to the hospital in late November 2022. A massive fire that tore through a hotel and casino in Cambodian border town of Poipet has killed at least 16 people and injured about 50 others. According to the Al Jazeera, the fire, which started at about midnight on Wednesday, was finally put out 2 p.m. on Thursday. Video circulating on social media showed people apparently jumping or falling from the upper floors. Local reports said the number of deaths was likely to rise. The hotel casino employs 400 workers and many Thai nationals were visiting at the time. Rescue teams are said to have struggled to reach people inside the building because of the dense smoke. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Forecasting Division. The weather will be partly to generally cloudy in the hilly areas of Province Number 1, Karnali Province and Sudur Paschim Province, and partly cloudy in the rest of the country. There are also chances of light snowfall at 1 or 2 places in the eastern and western high mountainous regions. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin. But before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. Ruling parties agreed to unveil government's common minimum program within 5 days. Home Ministry directs security officials to take departmental permission before meeting heads of diplomatic missions and political leadership. Nepal Rashtra Bank directs 25 banks to return 4.67 billion rupees to borrowers. Tamil Lochar Festival being celebrated as the start of the new year by Tamil community. And Brazilian footballing icon Pelé passes away at the age of 82. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.